Hello everybody, and welcome to the second part of Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's do this and continue where we left off. As a reminder, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. If you suffer from anxiety or depression, I suggest that you do not watch this stream. Okay, we're going to continue where we left off. So we need to go through the poetry here. So we got Sayori, Natsuki, and Yori. Let's see what we do. Vertigo, anxiety. Unstable. Ooh, what's going on, Yuri? Rain cloud. Universe. Existence. Massacre. Cheeks. Romance. Charm. Flower. Process. Dream. Cheer. Determination. Marriage. Lucky. Let's see. Excitement. Sparkle. Lust. Don't worry, I just walked in too. I'm going to start a voiceover here. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah! You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy to be willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we go to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, did it usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Hey, look, there's that weird pose again. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at the desk in the corner looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I put my hand in front of her face. Eh? You are spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. I wanted to be. It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Oh, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Something's going on with Sayori. She seems to be becoming more distant as we come through. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's known anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been prepping for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Alright, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading it too much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across from Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the only one asking you, Anu. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was very dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Adam Webb. Me? How on earth could you come up with that conclusion? Well, the main character is definitely oblivious. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's always much happier since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Anweb. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I mean, I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I just said. I'll try to talk to her. So try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica comes out to the classroom. Why don't we say our poems now? Before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to read their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Of course, we're going to try to go with Sayori first, the closest neighbor and friend. I guess my poem is so bad she has no words, right? This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Adam. Thanks. Apparently the main character's dumbfounded. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I don't want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Adam Webb. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yui does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get close with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easy to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? A glance around the room makes sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps on shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Anweb. Just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm going to go home for a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. You're starting to see signs of depression in Sayori there. The warning signs are there. Let's go to Yuri next. He was the second one. I I guess my poem is really that bad. You're going, Well done, Alan. You definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. Oh, now he's a player, huh? But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. I guess I'll do some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Anweb? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself? In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe that the most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated in your writing and have most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri? It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It's just, I mean, I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthink. Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beats. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Order a clean blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward and I return to earth forevermore. That's actually a pretty decent poem. That is a pretty good one. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to make it as metaphorical approach to it. You said that you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, It was amusing. We wrote about something similar in such different ways, so Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on an occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Next, we'll show to Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. This is like comes off circus. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? That's a little gross. It's not like I care. It's just one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, if you ended up just scaring me away, that's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Grr. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds a poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beats. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sun aglow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in the footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be at the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be at the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be at the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you had thought left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Compared to what her usual poems are, this is actually a much nicer one compared to what they have been before. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Geez. She better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Oh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. But it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. And last but not least, Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Hi, Alwyn. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kinda funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other each day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kinda grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot more time together again. I see, I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not! I've been treating her like I always do. Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Zoe's been acting so much happier since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I sent my poem for you now, right? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim to the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend that remains is the last dim star glimmering the throat away. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, in the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything. What I am thinking, before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I'd say that was kind of a bit of a confusing one. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers in the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. It was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. Anyway, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, would the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I've noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. I mean, you mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to sell your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people enjoy writing, then selling them becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that writing is good, okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done saying poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing that club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yui isn't immune to it. It's dang, air is coming, foreshadowing for something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to be. Natsuki, show some decency. Oh, come on. She wasn't actually feeling too well. I went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home before you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you being all lovey-dovey. No. First off, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today. I didn't want to force it. Who? That crazy expression come from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case. If I can't also be a leader on my own, then I can't grow as a person. So, Yui, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yui's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yui. But anyway, that just leaves you, Admiral, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yui have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give them one of a hand. You guys help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. That's my cousin says I spent the weekend with one of my club members. They're gonna respond to a suggestion like that. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you didn't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. I may not like to be around if you only may come out to be a nuisance. So therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just trying to make excuses for Adam Webb to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Adam Webb to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he really hasn't gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sorry he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. You're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I'm gonna go with Sayori. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors but Monika said that Sayori is helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Helping Monika. Yay, you picked me. Hold on a second. Yeah. Monika, you're the one who needs the least help of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you always have Sayori as well. But Adam Webb was one who... that doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yui? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want to even succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So you're gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Admirab to help one of you two, so I guess that's what we'll do. Oh, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that... That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway... You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So, that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. You guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is going to be awesome! I don't think that really counts. What about you, Adam Webb? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri just might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean, Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you're really the most talented one here, and you're gonna help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That will really be important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? No, not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'll give you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Humph. Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping her, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. That girl could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kinda strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I need from you. Guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. Isn't that like a good actor? In front of everyone? That I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ah. Never mind. Can't believe this. Natsuki's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday? You know, I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I got pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shook my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. We have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then we'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We see each other one. After exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind, between what Sayori said and what Monica said. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. But I didn't ask her, simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I went into Sayori's house, I'd knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often, so we made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like real family. Hey, welcome. The house is quiet. Zoe isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Zoe's strange for her to not run down and greet me. Uh-oh. I head up to her bedroom and finally find her. Sayori? Hiya, ma'am. I sit down in her room. Zoe forces smiles, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Ah, I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori left it by the time we decided that last week. Monica told me. It's only natural to keep me informed about festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Siri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Siri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Alan. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have to be worried about me at all. You wouldn't have to come here. You wouldn't even think about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Adam. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really going to make me say it, aren't you, Adam? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depressing my whole life. I caught it. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I wanted to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you never told me about this? It feels like that I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if it's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I am your friend, and all you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Adam Webb. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together was the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Adam Webb. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm gonna accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I went to go and grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Well, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I won't have it any other way. Well, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. But maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I would never forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kinda hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much and definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Let's just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let her know that she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the door and let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyways, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way and find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Suki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. I'm glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised you had Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, young man? Come on. Since when I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Good. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I've always underestimated you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like you, it doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki! Forget it! I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Huh? How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. He's already making it weird. Gross. Hey. Was that to me? Who else? Man. Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. If Natsuki decides to diss out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But if she's satisfied now, enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of my bag, so we can start it. Before long, the whole kitchen's a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn across the counter. Spilled fluid. What fluid are they talking about? The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements, trying to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Anyway, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors are different, everyone can still pick their favorites. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth in the end than looking up at it. It makes everyone else's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh? I recall Natsuki probably presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori's and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yep, it's getting there. We're using an electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, it'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs at my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I started to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. Finally, scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? Oh gosh. This is starting to end up in a situation that doesn't seem safe for work. This is starting to get NSFW. There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki wipes it off her finger before shoving it towards my own face. You wish? I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Oh my gosh, what the hell is that image? No, until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. it's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's fingers and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Oh, well, you really shouldn't do that kind of get things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is he asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki's gaze is at me in silence. I notice her shallow breath. Why am I starting to feel so dizzy? Eh? I don't know where the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Something burning. I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, tension from that moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven, then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with icing like nothing had ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look. She proudly sews off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They will look even better once we add the icing. It's not like you need to tell me that. I bought the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make them look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? Pick up the one nozzle that has much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Ah, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, this is literature, right? We could make it more literature theme by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'll be fun to see people choose the cupcakes based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same way with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah. They are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she'd still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Ah, already? That's the same. It's your fault for working so slowly. Not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish you would listen to the way she listens to you. Ah, yeah. Again, I think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I am all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not having the right chance. This doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. I don't know. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel a soft breast against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumped back. Sayori? Eh? Ah! Hi, Adam. Sayori? Just now we want... It's okay, Adam. I just stopped by to say hi. Well... You should have come by a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so if that... it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know. How much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if it could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. Oh my gosh, that was suicide talk. It's true, Anna. If I wasn't here, then I wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Adam. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm really scared that I might be like you more than you like... that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much I want to die. That is how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I set my hand down Sayori's arm, squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wesley Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your feelings, I know that you need me the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could be more like that, more like me than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone else in the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me, and that's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. And Webb. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. And Webb, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arm and pull her closer. You'll never have to let me go again. I love you. It's getting all mushy now, hey? I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Zoe and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. Well, whatever pace suits you best. Hey, young man. So he gives me smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means. Are you saying that this is making you sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you hold me and you said you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I see that in reality I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and that she loves me. I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know that these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they are. Is that the way Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this one to be where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Still going to her house waking up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself, carefully stacked in 2 trays. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event would be great too. Alan Webb, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that be the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. Not dummy. You'd think on days of disappointment she'd try a little harder. I say that by suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only say it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe you should have gone and wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her. I mean, especially after the exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm a club president after all. But I stammered, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? A couple of days now? We really plan on bringing it to anyone yet? Jeez. Don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid it on the desk. Oh, they really did. Something like this would definitely help people take the club more. Seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones he's practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head. I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is actually finished, and it just stops moving. Oh, damn. Ah! What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. I don't know. What's wrong? Nothing. His poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica cries out to me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. Not a big deal to at least wait for her, or at least help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That all she needs and what I need and what I want to give her. I reached Sayori's house and knocked on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. It's really something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't that kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh! What the? What the? Okay. That is messed up. What the hell? Okay, I've got chills down my spine. That is... that is just messed up. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. So I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed my urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best for her and everything will be okay. Then, why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? Shouldn't I shouldn't have confessed to her? That's not what Sayori needed at all. Even she told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone. Forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And I'll be carrying this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. Still, I couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Dude, that is messed up, man. What the... Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. What the hell is going on? You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together, and on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I don't run across her and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school. The hell? Morning are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends, group partners. Did the game just correct itself to the missing file? Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Duh. Okay. This is messed up. I always tell myself about time that I meet some girls or something like that. I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always been the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School days ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the law, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with. I have no choice to start with the anime club. And well, Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. What the hell was that? It's been a while. There's that weird pose again. Ah. Yeah, it has to be. This is following like a completely different storyline now. What the hell? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, really talk, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. The hell? This game's acting weird now. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members or something. They're acting like she doesn't exist. Like sorority doesn't exist anymore. What the heck? Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members... Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Adam Webb, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean, I guess, but in that case, is there any chance you would do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it'd make me really, really happy. Wait, so you already said that before? And now it's Monica saying that? What the hell? Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? It seems everything that was Sayori is now replaced with Monica. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Adam. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica in her irresistible smile. The hell? I timidly followed Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I felt rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of vanity, swings open the classroom door. What the hell? I'm back! And I brought a guest with me! A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? We're gonna kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Anweb. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Adam Webb in the classroom and decided to come check out the club. Ain't that great? Wait, Monika. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but it just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be some great. Why don't you come sit down, Anweb? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort into starting something brand new. Especially when there's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right? Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must really have worked hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep the whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So I'm aware of what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved, and timid since that moment I walked in. But it's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read this horror book once and desperately grasped at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri reminds me of having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me in another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give it back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Huh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You won't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers and exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yui? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yui. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. Hey, look, that's that weird pose again. I always do that pose. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should both start finding activities for all of us to participate together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Adam? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we reach the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Adam. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. So I'm really hard to find new members. If I don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Rab? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Oh, Rab, I'm so happy. We can come up with an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. With that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. And Reb, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Or you feel anxiety welling up inside me? Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart from the club room and make my way home. Then the whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Yeah, they're completely acting like Sayori no longer exists. As though she was never in the game. What the heck? Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to some of these girls. Alright. I just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I unlocked a special poem. Would I like to read it? I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. All my saves disappeared. Oh, lovely. Come on. There we go. Sorry, I had a contact issue there, my contact. Blue, Bob, infallible, together, sparkle, extreme, passion, pure, tears, eternity, vivacious, hope, empty, fear, inferno, fun, jump, bouncy, judgment, electricity, sensation. What the hell? The hell was that? Hi again, Aaron. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. The hell was that? Hope it isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You always had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. What the hell, Monica? Natsuki's a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in their club room. Monica? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plots back into her seat. I'm sorry, Anrep. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're at the club and all, perhaps you might be interested in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it feels right for me to do something that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I just wanted to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? The music changed pitch. I just felt like, well, as a vice president and all, that should help you get started on something like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a shorter read, so it'll keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know. You know what? Discuss it if you wanted. This is... how is this girl accidentally being so cute? Even if she picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in her closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of a book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah! Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Though it makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry? I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh? It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. Wanted we'd read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious of how you... Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obviously here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a really engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol in the front cover. Basically, it's about... I saw something in the flash in the background there. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have This trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively bleeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that may be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of... it's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark tone came from nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, are you? Anyway. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What is up with that text? Then suddenly... I'm stumbling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things, bugs run, fill my thoughts, my whole body gets... I feel... forget attention to people. What the hell? So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. This game's getting weirder and weirder. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listening. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yeah, what the f... What the... The hell? The hell was that? I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. There's reading in company with someone. I see. Well, you just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in feelings. Yuri really apologizes a lot, don't you? The hell? This thing's getting weirder and weirder. I may be calling it off for the night here. Resume next Saturday. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk up and turn it against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, her shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left door is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefingers. I do the same with my right arm inside the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after flips it to her side. By holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and then seize the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced at Yuri's face again and her eyes beat. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, aren't you? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn pages. Instead, I just assume that she's finished reading the page before me, so I turn on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant by something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came to me in my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? The hell's that expression on her face? It's kinda psycho. Yuri's feeling a little physically since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? And well, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, not really. Just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sewing our poems with each other, So don't you wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figure we just get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah. I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book and then slip it back in my bag. Okay, so we're at a stopping point for the night. I'm gonna save this here. So I'm gonna get to the stopping point here. Okay, so that kind of took a disturbing turn compared to where it has been going since yesterday. You did those signs of depression in there, but oh my gosh, took it as far as to making one of the main characters commit suicide. And then the game acts like she doesn't exist anymore, as though she never existed in the game. Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to be it for the night. We'll continue this in part 3 next